The air hangs low. It catches the brows of 100 punks hidden beneath huge mops of unkempt hair. A thick drone soaks the floor in static, shivering up the shins and into the lungs of every single kid and throwing their mouths wide open and bursting into song. Rather be dead than alive by your oppression. The crowd swells, and sweat drips from the ceiling, stinging every pair of eyes straining to see through waves of bodies, surfed upon by those who'd made the pilgrimage, who'd reached the mother stage. Manifestos inked on skin glinting in dim light, reading, "Rather be dead than alive by your design." A mass of disenchanted youth congregating on a moment of perfection, indulging in one single moment of beautiful freedom, and in that moment they realise that this is all it takes, and that all that is needed is 100 mouths fighting to make their voices heard. Rather be dead than alive by your social values. Police batons cleave proud like fresh meat, flashlights glinting through dancing squares of space among a melee of cargo pants and ripped up shirts and heart and soul and love, and from somewhere else echoes the desire of a million gone to sing. Rather be dead than alive by your tradition. The barrier breaks. A wall of entangled limbs is shattered by blue uniforms. Jacks are pulled from amps and feedback dies. Instruments are struck at blindly and the echo is silent. But for a moment, perfection trembles. But then from the silence, it soars. But I would rather be alive. Rather be alive, rather be alive, rather be alive, rather be alive. 14 years later, and dust rises above weathered heads, kicked up by feet scrambling toward metal barriers. Tired cheeks house hungry eyes that fleet between kids now grown, between adults and curious offspring, through which still beats the same life, the same hope. A sense of knowing tingles at the back of every brain, just waiting, waiting, waiting. The calm before the storm sits upon the echoes of a disinherited generation, and now the air changes. It grows and it mushrooms, enveloping the crowd in a power reawakened, stirred from dusty slumber in record players and memories. It grows until 1,000 lips tremble, until 2,000 eyes water, and until the hairs of 4,000 limbs stand to attention. This is the silence before the storm, ready to ignite. It has been ready for 14 years. It has been ready to burn out eyes, poison fingers, cut up throats. It has been ready to feel alive. As the night descends, and the dust settles to reveal 1,000 souls caked in mud, as life stands, kneels, jumps and screams more defiantly than it has ever done before, as the last of the feedback dies, it becomes so glaringly fucking obvious. Refused were never fucking dead. Refused were never a band. Refused were never 5 men with 5 instruments. Refused were never a manifesto. Refused were never fucking dead. Refused were us. And we were refused. We had refused to stay quiet. Refused to fall apart. We'd been given the choice in face of oppression, in face of design, social values and tradition. We'd been given the choice between death and something much, much bigger. And with each of our voices, tears choking our lungs, and with our tattered hearts safely pinned to our wrists, we answered in unison. We would rather be alive.